Welcome to the Influential Personal Brand Podcast. This is the place where we help mission-driven messengers just like you learn how to build and monetize your personal brand. My name is Rory and I'm the co-founder of Brand Builders Group, a Hall of Fame speaker, and New York Times bestselling author. And this show is to help experts learn how to become more wealthy and well-known. I know you're going to love it. Thanks for being here. Let's get started.
Yeah, I can teach you my entire content marketing strategy in 5 minutes. So it starts really simple. My entire philosophy is teach everything you know for free in small bite-sized chunks and all random miscellaneous order. And the reason why you can do this, and people don't believe this and they're scared about it, right, is they go, well, Rory, why would I teach everything I know for free? Then why would anybody pay me for something? Like if the point of my personal brand or the point of content is to get people to hire me and I just teach everything for free, then why would they do that? And the answer is because you got to understand something is people don't pay for information. They pay for organization and application. What they actually are hiring you to do is not to teach them the information. It's to help them apply it to their life, to apply it to their business. So you can teach everything you know for free, like literally give it away. Now, we usually do it in random order because part of what people pay for is organization. That's part of what helps them apply it to their life, is just going like, here's everything, in sequence, and that's what they usually have to pay for. But you can, that's the whole strategy. Now, when you look at tactically, how does that roll out, or functionally, how do you translate that into what we actually do every day? Well, when we make content, pretty much every piece of content, we just ask about the 3 E's. We call them the 3 E's. And you just got to decide which of these 3 E's do you really focus on, or at least are you focusing on for like that specific piece of content. So the 3 E's, super simple: entertainment, encouragement, or education. Entertainment, encouragement, or education. So you go, is this content meant to entertain people, to make them laugh, to make them cry, to just entertain them and keep them occupied? That if you're funny or if you're very charismatic or dramatic, then maybe it is entertainment and maybe you're good at that, right? And these are like all the viral videos, the pranks and the sweet puppy dogs and the penguins playing with each other, like whatever. It's entertaining stuff, and that stuff tends to go viral, right? Or it's really, really funny. So if you've got personality, then bring that into what you're doing. For me, I tend to live in the other 2 E's, which are encouragement and education. So what is encouragement? It's exactly that. It's you turn on the camera, push record, and encourage the people who are on the other side, right? Like pretend, don't think of it as like you're looking at a camera, talking to a camera. Pretend and think about it as if you're talking to a person who's on the other side of that camera, and just talk to that person. If they were discouraged, what do they need to hear, right? If they're beat up emotionally, if they're struggling in their mental health, if they're wanting to quit, if they're frustrated, if they're upset, if they're mad, if they're sad, what would you tell them? Whatever you would say to that person, say it to the camera. And that is encouraging. And that is some of the best content, and it's that simple. And then the last one is probably the most straightforward and universally applicable to all of us, which is education. So teach me something. So what knowledge do you have that about something that you can teach people? Whatever that is what you should share. That's why we say all the time, you're most powerfully positioned to serve the person you once were. Why? Because you know exactly what that person is going through on the other end. You know exactly what they need to learn, and you have learned it. That's how you got to where you are. So reach back and talk to them. Teach them. Show them the way. Share with them everything you know, and that's a great content marketing strategy. So in terms of the philosophy, it's simple. I teach everything I know for free in small bite-sized chunks and all random order. In terms of the content marketing strategy, It's one of the 3 E's. Is this entertaining? Is it encouraging? Or is it educational? Probably some combination of the three. And then in terms of how we like functionally produce and distribute the content, that's a process that we use called the content diamond, which is really simple. You start with one main asset, which is typically a video, usually 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're just going to take that main asset and we're going to break it apart into a bunch of mini or micro assets. And the reason we call it a diamond is because we think we're gonna create a bunch of assets that are like text and imagery, and then a bunch of assets that are video and audio. So when you create the text and imagery assets, what you do is you start with the video, you get it transcribed, and there's all these tools you can use to do that. You get it transcribed, and then you have someone edit the transcription of your actual words, and they turn it into a full-length article. They're then going to post that full-length article on like, LinkedIn Pulse, their blogging platform. You can post it on Medium. You can post it anywhere their other full-length articles appear. You can have you or your editor just go through and highlight like 2 or 3 catchphrases, like 2 of your most powerful points. We call them pillar points, and just highlight those and turn them into image quotes. Or you can turn it into a carousel, or you can put some animation behind it, some nature and a little music, and now you have a reel. You can also post those images on Pinterest. And so now you have all these image assets that are coming from the text. Simultaneously, while that's happening, you take the video and you are going to edit it for YouTube, right? You put some B-roll in there, you put some royalty-free music underneath, have some on-screen text, right? Like things flying in and popping up. A little bit of lower thirds to introduce yourself. Maybe you have a little fancy sizzle reel. You drop that in there, and now you have this nice full-length edited video for YouTube. Also, jump cuts, right? In and out, side and side, back, just to split up the visual appeal. Now you've got that video on YouTube. Strip that audio, that final edited audio, strip that audio off of that, and you're going to post that as a short-form podcast. And now you're a podcaster and didn't even know it, right? So now you're podcasting. And then take that nice, full-length YouTube video and cut it down into some 60-second clips. And that's what you're going to put on. You're going to throw it on TikTok and Reels and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and wherever else. And so those are all your video and audio assets. And then you take all your text and imagery assets that we all created from this main video, and now we have all these mini assets or these micro assets, and then you just pull them together and you throw them up on your blog. And if you go to roryvadenblog.com, you can see we do this every single week. So the one place, if you want to get all things Rory Vaden and you want to get it first and you want to get it for free and you want to get it in all formats, the video, the audio, the carousel post, the short reels, and then the full-length article text so that you can scan. And if you want to be able to ask me questions, you drop them right there in the comments. You drop all of that on your blog, and then we're just using all the mini assets to redirect people back to that location to where we can communicate and have that conversation. But then my blog is the home base of my personal brand where I can meet people, and I'm just giving away content for free until they trust us enough to hire me. And that's it. That's the whole strategy. That's the whole big picture. That's all you got to do.